There was no sign of him. The doors of the cupboard where we kept the dishes were tight closed. For all the good it did, I'm pretty sure Lily chewed through them last time. Taking into account Lily's willfulness, it was often easier to indulge her creativity than flat out ask her to do something. In this case, the gnome was a spy who informed me of when Lily wandered too far from the house. My trusty bicycle was my main method of transport, and definitely didn't require any modifications, despite what my father said. I wasn't going to leave while I still had things to do. My father had notions in terms of farming when he left his job. He never could leave signs behind. It was Dad's idea to put the memorial stone by the wall. It was Anya's favourite place to have a picnic. I think he relocated so he won't be responsible for waking Lily. You and me both, buddy. Lily's dress was hanging from the line. I didn't need to take it down for her. She developed her own technique for that. Cooking utensils hung from the wall by the fire, for now at least. I'd recently made Lily a small wooden sword so she'd have something else to swing around. I only ever saw the transmitter active on it. During those times, Dad would have kept the shed door locked tight. There was a solid block of wood next to the pump. The handle was broken, and the only tools I knew of were in the shed. The handle was broken. The receiver attached to the shed received something from the transmitter, which in turn rotated the wheels to move the belt along in order to... I had no idea. Sometimes I think Dad added contraptions to his contraptions just to throw me off. The door wasn't locked, but something was blocking on the other side. Dad converted the garden shed into his personal workshop when he decided he wanted to work for himself. He'd normally spend every waking hour in there, inventing, tinkering, but it had been days, and there was no sign of him. handle was broke. I've had better ideas. No. I've had better ideas. The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I hadn't figured out how it worked yet though. It wasn't your average generator. It looked like the pitchfork had fallen from its resting place. I couldn't see a thing, and the idea of walking around a room in the dark, where my father invented things, made me nervous. I couldn't see a thing, and the idea of walking around a room in the dark, where my father invented things, made me nervous. I've had better ideas. I've had better ideas. The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I hadn't figured out how it worked yet though. It wasn't your average generator. I don't think that would have helped. No. The pitchfork wasn't heavy enough by itself to make the handle budge. Yet another impressive feat of engineering. Well, well, well. Cooking utensils hung from the wall by the fire, for now at least. I'd recently made Lily a small wooden sword so she'd have something else to swing around. No. I've had better ideas. No. I don't think that would have helped. If I went back up there, I'd wake Lily, and I did not want to do that.